Greetings, YouTube. Here we have Ken Griffey Jr. Smiling is always happy. And here we have a patch. It's from Sweet Spot Patches, Ken Griffey Jr. Reds. It's a gold parallel insert, and it does not appear to be numbered. It's from 2003 Sweet Spot from Upper Deck. Nice looking collectible. Here we have another. This is another Ken Griffey Jr. This is a numbered Platinum Refractor 44/75 with the Cincinnati Reds logo. The smiling Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know if you could see that refractor-ish, nice shiny metal metallic look to it. It's in the letters and in there. I don't know if you could see it on camera. These are what is commonly known as, for those of you who do not know, they're manufactured patches. They're patches that are made specifically for sports cards. They're not made, for the jersey uniforms of the players, as some people believe. Another example is this. Brian Brohm, Green Bay Packers. Anybody remember him? That's an autograph, and it says a rookie RC card patch on there with a piece of a jersey, but that is also a manufactured patch for this specific card from 208 Letterman football. This particular card is number 4/19. That's why it's so well protected, and it's autographed. And also, to the person who asked me about these Topps cards, they will say on the back on here autographed, so please look for that on your cards. Anyway, this is also, like I said, a manufactured patch. These are not worn on the players' jerseys, as some people believe, as some auctions will tell you they are. They are not worn by the player. As this particular card says, this unique manufactured patch featured on the front of this card was created exclusively for 208 Topps Letterman football. Okay, now, people know me. If you've seen my videos before, I like talking about the scammers who sell the put fake patches into real cards. Every once in a while, you'll see a video of a sweet card being pulled with a sweet patch, and the patch looks very suspicious, and a couple of times I have said that the patch looks like it comes from a counterfeit jersey. And people said, no, I've seen the video's on YouTube, you can see it yourself, or I know the guy who pulled it, it's a legitimate card, blah, 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 blah. And every once in a while, I've said that the jersey doesn't look like, the patch on there doesn't look like an authentic game-worn patch. It looks manufactured like these are. Or, it's for a cheap Chinese knockoff. Some of the cheap Chinese knockoffs, some of the patches are easy to discern if you examine them. And I could tell sometimes just by looking at the video. Well, the purpose of this video is an amazing news story for a viewing pleasure from the FBI. And I also forgot to add too that, at the National, I told some people to get some video for me about some dealers who had countless, game-worn jerseys for sale. If you went to the National this year in Chicago, 2011, you saw dealers that had hundreds of game-worn jerseys for sale. I mean, one dealer had hundreds of them. And some dealers had jerseys, game-worn jerseys that were autographed as well. Now, those are hard to come by, and it's very rare for one dealer to have so many. But you people still fail to believe me when I tell you these things. So read it for yourself. FBI, 6 memorabilia dealers charged with fraud involving hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's in quotes. Federal prosecutors have charged 6 men with selling, consigning, or auctioning jerseys to individuals and card companies. Listen again, people. And card companies. What does that mean? Can you guess? Okay, let me continue. Purported to have been worn by pro and college athletes that were never actually donned in competition. It's the second time in less than 4 months fraud charges have been filed against dealers accused of selling bogus jerseys. Like I keep telling you people, your complaints are working. Get those complaints in there. File complaints with the state's attorneys generals, eBay, any auction house that you could think of. Tell them, let them know. Get the word out. Tell other collectors on the forums. Post these my videos, anybody's videos. Share these videos on the forums. Get them out there. We got to spread the word. We have to show them that this stuff does in fact happen. 4 defendants were charged Tuesday in U.S. District Court in Rockford, Illinois, in criminal informations, and 2 others were charged in indictments. According to the Justice Department, the cases are similar but separate and involve doctoring jerseys to make them appear game-used and reselling them. Charged by indictment with mail fraud after evidence was represented to a grand jury were Eric, write these names down if you have to, especially if anything sounds familiar. Anyone or any business sounds familiar. Eric Inselberg, a resident of New Jersey, involved in the business operations of Taylor Huff Inc. and Pasadena Trading Corp. from late 2001 through 2009 in 2 counts of mail fraud. Bradley Wells, a resident of Florida, involved in the business of Authentic Sports Inc. and Historic Auctions Inc. LLC, both Florida businesses from the late 2005 to the middle of 2009 in 2 counts of mail fraud. Write these names down, people. Their LOAs or COAs are worthless, like I've been telling you for years. The 4 charged by information with mail fraud, indicating they may have already reached a plea agreement with prosecutors, were Bernard Gurney, a resident of New Jersey, involved in business operations of Pro Sports Investments Inc., a New Jersey business; Bradley Horn, a South Carolina resident, involved in the business operation of Authentic Sports Memorabilia Inc., a South Carolina business. And just like to point out, too, that people have asked me about all of these companies, and, well, this should answer the question for you, that, like I have told you previously over and over, they are no good. Jared Oldridge, a resident of Nevada, involved in the business operations of J.O. Sports Inc., a Nevada business, and Mitchell Schumacher, a resident of Wisconsin, using the trade name MS Sports. Agents say the jersey sales amounted to hundreds of thousands of dollars and took place in the middle of 2004 through 2008. Federal officials say some of the fake jerseys wound up being sold to card companies creating relic cards for insertion into packs. How many fake swatches may have wound up in the collector's packs hasn't been revealed as of yet. Please contact Topps. Please contact Upper Deck. Please contact Panini. Please ask them if they have any comment on this allegation that they have purchased garbage from these criminals that I've said for years were criminals, now proven criminals, that what they think now, and what is what's going on, where's the information. According to the court documents, each case involved the sale, consignment, or auction of jerseys in which each defendant falsely and fraudulently represented the two buyers that the jerseys were game used when they were not. Jerseys worn by professional and collegiate athletes during a game are usually known as game used or game worn and are commonly bought and sold by collectors and others. The value of game-used jerseys varies based on the popularity of the player that used the jersey and how long it has been since the player had actively played the sport. The value of a jersey was greater if it was game-used. Trading card manufacturers frequently purchase game-used jerseys, cut the jerseys into small pieces, and insert the pieces into card packages. When game-used jerseys were purchased for this purpose, the manufacturers often required that the seller provide a certificate of authenticity that jerseys were authentic game-used jerseys. Prosecutors say the men behind the hundreds of jerseys from a variety of sources, including retail sellers, then frequently changed the jersey's appearance by roughening, scuffing, washing, and dirtying the jerseys so they appeared to have actual wear and tear. Prosecutors say that some jerseys were then resold, consigned, and auctioned for hundreds of thousands of dollars to card companies and other buyers as game-used jerseys. As part of the scheme, investigators say the defendants provided the buyers with fraudulent certificates of authenticity. At this summer's National Sports Card Convention, agents from the U.S. Postal Service arrested Steve Jensen's of Vintage Authentics, which I made a previous video to, and he has been charged with mail fraud and wire fraud and over what federal authorities say were jerseys falsely described as game-worn. Each mail fraud charge in these cases carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison and a $250,000 maximum fine, or an alternate fine totaling twice the loss or twice the gain, whichever is greater. So if they scammed more people than the 250, they have to pay back over 500,000. They have to pay twice back what they've scammed. So scamming is not profitable, people, and this is another proof for you that shows you it's not. If convicted, the court must impose a reasonable sentence under the advisory United States sentencing guidelines. Sports Collectors Daily will have more on this story as it becomes available, and I'll have a link below, and I'll continue informing you of all the related news. And on another side note, the cards I showed at the beginning of this video are available for sale, but basically I prefer a trade. The Griffeys are for somebody else. So if you have anything worthwhile, look at my channel page, and I have a link to my PC on the left of near the description there on the channel. I have my PC video I made, which gives you a quick idea of what I collect if you're interested. And that goes too for the Griffeys, because I'll just give them cash for whatever is fair if I don't sell them, and I just trade his stuff away. And also, like I said, scamming's not profitable. If anybody's interested in making some money online, I know dozens of ways making money online, and it doesn't cost you a dime. I mean, there's so many ways to make money legitimately. It's not even worth the hassle to alter cards. It's not worth the hassle to scam people and going to jail. I mean, I know a guy, he's actually a millionaire now, and what he does is he bakes cookies. That's all he does. He's famous for his cookies, believe it or not. And I'm not talking about famous Amos. I'm just talking about a guy out of New Jersey, and he's making a lot of money, and his cookies are available all over the country. So, I mean, there's so many different ways to make money. You can make a little money or a lot. You could have a blog. People are making a fortune with blogs. I've stated that over and over. You just have to add, exclusive content. You have to create the content yourself or get other people to share it with you and put it on your blog. and it's possible to make a lot of money. You could, and once you get a lot of visitors to your blog, you could charge people, advertising. Companies will pay to post ads on your blog if it has a lot of traffic. There's, like I said, there's a whole bunch of ways to make money if you're interested. And if you need money, I could show you how. It's no problem. I'm making a ton of money. I'm traveling all over the country. I haven't been with a job in 2.5 years, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And it's not going to hurt me any by showing you how to do it as well. Nothing. It's not going to cost you a dime. There's no money coming out of your pocket in any program that I promote. Just letting you know in advance. Dream big, and please rate and share.